Okay, so here is the fuel tank that I pulled before. That was dirtier than can be inside. I've been soaking it with some of this stuff. This is a sodium hydroxide, which I've seen on the YouTube to help clean pipes out, and it's working pretty well. What I'm going to do now is, I've only been able to fill it up so far, and I've gotten quite a bit of debris out. If you look on that board right there, you can just see some of the stuff that's pulled out, and that's just from draining it. And it's stuff you can put down your drain, so it's good to go, at least from what the internet tells me so far. So that's some of the stuff that's came out of there. When I shine a flashlight on it, already looks a lot better. However, I've only been able to fill it to roughly this level here, because it's been open in two holes. Obviously we got this hole here and where the sending unit goes there. So I've taken a plastic bag here, went and bought some new screws because the old ones were so junk, and this tin can, and I'm going to make a cover for it, for this hole here, for the sending unit where it goes, and I'm going to try to fill it full of water and the other full bottle I have, and hopefully it'll be one last soak and it'll be good after that. So we're going to go to fast mode after this and be on to the next. Okay, so here we go. It's soaking now. Just filled it up with a garden hose. This is holding pretty well. All I did was double up a soda can in a trash bag to make a temp patch. And it seems to be holding well. I had a lot of weight on it at first and it was leaking, so I rotated it so there's less weight on it, and it seems to be doing well. I'm gonna let it sit for quite some time. The early results from letting it sit were pretty good, but like I said, if you sliced a piece of pie that way, this area here, so to speak, needs to soak, needs to clean, especially around all that where the fuel was gathering forever. So hopefully it stays mostly full for most of the night, and see it tomorrow. Okay, so it's pretty windy in Vegas here today, but I've been outside working. Finally retrieved this, hopefully you can see it well, out of the fuel tank. I don't know what it is, but the best I could tell is that it may have been the fuel filter for the sending unit. But I've been out here working on this all morning. I'm gonna look more into this, shoot some pictures, text it, etc., etc. It took me forever to get it out of there. I've been working on this all day, morning, and we made some progress. The inside is now clean, and the outside matches. It took me 2 hands to pick this up before. It's got a couple of dents. That little wall right there is from somebody else, not me. You can see the pinch here, the seam, whatever you want to call it. Definitely took some damage over the years. This is where obviously the sending unit goes. Got one of those right there under the car. I just showed up with the delivery guy, but I wired wheeled it, got all the undercoating off. I think that's going to be a project on the rest of the underside too. But I think I'm gonna slap it back in. I got new screws, new hardware. It's cleaner than crap inside. Well, Crap's kind of a hard comparison. But hopefully, I don't know what's all catching up. It's pretty bright out here right now. But as I look in, I've been rinsing it and rinsing it and rinsing it. There's a little speckle here and there of whatever, but I'm good to throw that sending unit in, make a new fuel line, and try to drive this thing tomorrow. What do you know? We'll see where we get. I may let this dry, shoot it with a little spray paint just to seal her up, slap her in, see what happens. Overall, that tank, can't remember what it is online, but it ain't cheap, and they're not typically easy to get. It's wagon specific for 55 and 56. 57 is different, and then 9 pass I believe is even different still. And 55 dismounts on the side, so I gotta clean the fill tube up and slap her in, put a sending unit in, upgrade my fuel line, and then maybe we'll do some driving tomorrow. So see you then. Okay, so we're back. So I shot, I'm gonna try to get out of the wind here. Shot a quick coat of primer on the tank there. It's looking pretty good compared to where it was. Not new out of the box, of course, but I tell you what, it's come a long way. Not gonna continue to record. I did throw a new sending unit in her, and I ran a new fuel line of 3/8, which will match that, and I had fittings on it. The old line was caked. It was still in good condition, still flowed. Air would blow through it, but I think that we're going to be better from here on out. My pump is plumbed into my fuel pump, on mechanical fuel pump on the engine is still plumbed in 3/8. That should continue to work. I'm not going to film putting the tank back in. 2 tank straps, 1 wire, and a fuel line in the fill connection as well, obviously. So not a lot to see there. So hopefully the next one will be either tonight, sun's sinking fast here in Vegas, or tomorrow, and we're trying to run it. So we'll see where we get. Have a good one. Okay, so rebuilt the carburetor, gas tank, fuel pump, sending unit, not the fuel, well, new fuel pump from the old Nova, so old but new. Reran 3/8 fuel line, plumbed in lines, rebuilt carburetor like I said, and here we go. Clutch in. It lives again.
I'm not pushing, dude. Don't go too far. Right? I'm not pushing, but don't go too far. That's awesome.